Okay, welcome to Shark Pond, everybody. So excited to have you here. Special thanks to the Preston Rotary Club. We appreciate you hosting us today and being our sponsors. We have several members of the Preston Rotary Club that will sit as sharks. During our presentation today, we're very excited to have Raphael and Clement here, who will be pitching their businesses to our esteemed judges. So thanks again for being here. Acki Farms, and if you read through his business plan, you see that he has a community of 300,000 people, and he wants to buy 100 chicks and raise them to help feed his community, 75% of which are low-income families that really depend on eggs for their protein source. The supermarkets are far away, and so there's not much competition for eggs. And the community is in great need. So if given a grant, he will spend the money to buy additional chicks to raise. He has been making around $235 per month in revenue with expenses of around $150. So he has a 37% profit margin. And this is a picture of his eggs and what he plans to purchase. So please tell us more about yourself, Clement, so we can get to know you better, and then we'll let the judges ask any questions they have.
Thank you so much, Brother Ben, for this opportunity that you have granted to me, even my family, as well as the community where I live in. I'm Clement Chikapa, so I've been privileged to move around in the community where I've managed to see people struggling, more especially when it comes to these, products, poultry products. The closest supermarket that we have, it's over maybe something like 12 kilometers from where I'm staying. So like traveling that side, others they walk, others they use, public transportation. That costs us a lot. So that's why now after I sat down, I thought, okay, it would be a great help if I can have these products within the community.
This is a question I think all of us had. What's your replacement strategy? Do these chickens last? Do they live very long? Do you have to replace them? Do you have to keep some of the eggs, or do you have to go out and buy chicks?
I'll be replacing them after they have ended, laying eggs. So they lay eggs, for about 72 weeks, and then it's when I will be replacing them.
And you'll be buying the replacements?
Yeah, exactly, to buy the replacement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how long does a bag of feed cost? This feed that you'll be purchasing with the grant, how long does that last?
Like for 100 chicks, one bag is 50 kgs net. So it will be costing, it lasts mostly like, for 100 chicks, it lasts for 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Clement, this is Steve Fuller. Just got a question for you about your profit margin. You've indicated that you have a profit margin of about 37%. That's extraordinarily high in almost any business. Do you really think that that's feasible? And if you are making that much profit, what do you plan to do with that profit?
Yeah, to answer that, yes, it's feasible. And what I'm planning of doing with that profit is that, my target is I have to increase the number of the chickens that I want to be, I'll be raising.
So you're going to plow the profit back into your business.
Exactly, that's what I'm planning.
And do you have any employees?
It's me and my family. We are working on it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Clement.
Welcome.
Hi, this is Kelly. I've got a couple questions for you. Do you feel that as you add chickens and produce more eggs that you have a market for all the eggs you produce?
Yes, I do feel that because, like, for the past months, I've been contacting different groups of people. We have like a school which is closer, Mr. Boarding School. So when I went there and introduced my dream to them that I'll start raising chicken soon. Will you be in a position that you can buy some of my products? They said yes. When you are ready, when you start, let us know in advance. That means we'll give you a number, we'll give you the business that you can surprise with some of your products. That means now if I'll add, I will definitely have those as my potential market.
Okay, good. My second question would be, what if your neighbor down the street looks at you and say, hey, this guy's making a lot of money and I want to do the same thing? And he starts up another business. Do you have a kind of a way to protect your customers from other sellers?
Yes. What I intend to plan to to sort out such kind of a problem is that I have to now increase the way how I will take care of my customers. For the meantime, people they normally come. During that period of time, if another competitor comes closer, that means now I have to move to my comfort zone, whereby now I have to offer these products in their homes.
This is John Daly, and I am just wondering about the transportation that you have. What do you have to drive, and how do you maintain it? And one more thing, the fuel, the gas, is it available easily?
When it comes to transportation, for me, this side, I use the simplest way of transportation. When I'm I'll buy all of it, and there's a lot of we use the mode of motorbikes. We have a lot of people who are operating like motorbikes, taxis, so we use them. They're much cheaper. During my delivery, I have a bicycle that most of times I use, so I don't need more of fuel as of now.
I saw that in Malawi, as I looked it up, you have inflation of about, well, it says it was 34.3% in September of 2024. How are you going to adjust for inflation? Are you constantly having to adjust your prices? How are you going to do it? And the cost of your feed and other things. Do you understand what I'm asking?
Yes,
you get that,
I understand
Clement?
what you're asking. Yes, yeah. I understand what you're asking. Yes, we have been hit with inflation for sure for the past month. As I'm saying now, is that already the market people, they've already accepted the inflation and the prices of our products. It has been already hiked up. Where now people they've started getting used to the changes of the products. So that means now when we are selling, we'll sell with the new pricing that we have on the market now. That will not affect the business.
Raphael's business now, Green Farms. So here is a picture of Raphael with his watering can. Currently, he waters his farm by hand, and that is why he is asking for a loan to be able to purchase some irrigation equipment.
Hello, this is Raphael Mapinda. I'm a student at Entrapov. I am excited to be here and introduce myself. I grow tomatoes and this is my farm. I've been doing this for about 6 months, and my farming project has been a struggle because I do not have a water pump. So with that, I was able to farm on a small space. So my project, my goal is to produce more products and be able to deliver to different customers, even big shops, where they can order in large amount. But I can be able to do these things when I get a loan, which will allow me to farm on a large land because of the water pump which will help me to do this irrigation easily.
He has done well to be able to get that going. And so he is looking for irrigation. As you can see, he already has a good profit margin and he has his financials. He already has good customers, a nursery school. And she, as he mentioned, understands that new prices and price adjustments always have to happen because of currency devaluation. And so he's managing that. He sells tomatoes and onions, advertises on social media. There's his best customer, and this is the pump that he wishes to buy. And then he's got his income statement that shows good margins of around 60% even after the loan repayment begins.
Raphael, real quick, how far away is the water that you have access to, and how much larger will this make your farm? And
Farming just very close to the river. It's about 15 meters from the river.
Raphael, this is John Daly. Question about your crop. How do you maintain it, keep it free from weeds and insects and everything else that wants to eat it? How do you keep it from all of that and be able to make your tomatoes grow more?
Well, a good question. Actually, right now I've been working so hard to deal with the weeds because they really destroy crops. So what I normally do is I have a friend who, like an employee, who helps me to take out the weeds by hands and sometimes by the some small tools that we use here. So it's yeah, that's the best way of that we use to take out the weeds. And sometimes when we get some good cash, we like to invest on the some chemicals that we sometimes spray.
Do you have a written lease with your landlord?
Yes, we do have. It's yeah, we have it on paper. Yes.
And how long is that lease?
It's for like 2 years.
Okay. Is there an off season for tomatoes? In other words, is there a period of time when you are having to grow your crop without being able to harvest anything, or do you able to rotate them in your climate? I'm just curious about how that works for you.
Yeah, it's just there is this season that sometimes it's hard, to grow this type of crop. It's like winter. Normally they do not do well in winter, and yeah, but for me, it's easy because before I started this, I learned a lot about this farming project, tomato farming. I focused on the best variety that can be resistant to those kind of challenges.
I guess what I'm asking, Raphael, is that when you 3 times a year, is there a period of time when you're not selling any tomatoes because it's the off season?
No, it's continuously.
Okay, then the other thing I wanted to ask you, I computed a couple of things from your statement here about your net income. The prior month, from writing this statement, you said you had $72 profit and revenue of $221. That's a 32% profit margin. And then it said this month your profit was most recent month was $205. Those are huge profit margins. Can you sustain that kind of profit margin? Do you think that's bigger than any farmer I know here in our area?
So, like here, when you farm on your own, it's actually you get those kind of profits, margins, because it's I mean, most of the work was done by myself.
We'll turn the time back over to Ben. You've got some good news for us, I hope.
Yes, thank you. So if Chad, can you turn your camera back on and share some good news?
Yes, you guys have both done a great job. The part I'm excited about is you're both actively running your businesses. You didn't wait for a loan. You jumped in and you're doing your dream of running your business. Just a couple of quick comments. Something that I think would help you in the future with doing financials and presenting those financials. Break out your expenses for your farm. Normally we would see fuel, fertilizer, seeds, rent, repairs, and feed. We would see those all separated out and keep track of that on an individual basis. I think that's going to help you a lot. Also, keep track of all your expenses, a running total throughout the year. And that's going to help because in agriculture, you'll buy things and it might last you for a couple months or even longer. And that'll spread that expense out throughout the year. With that being said, I think if both of you keep working on your financials, you'll both definitely be very, very successful. Keep working hard. I know you're waiting to hear who got the award. And like I said, you both did a great job, and I'm just making you both get a little bit nervous. I'm doing that on purpose. Anyway, we just want to let you know you both got the award. We're going to go ahead and give you each $1,000. And
Wow.
We want to see you be successful. And we want to see you be able to support your family and support your community, which I think you're doing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate for your kindness, and this will help us a lot to, be successful in this journey, and we'll work hard, and we'll use this money wisely so that it can help other people as well. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us, and we thank you for that. May God bless you.
To the Prestons as well, Rotary Club, you have saved a lot, not only me and my family, but now for the whole community. They are going to benefit from these products that will be generated or be made out of the support that you have given us. It will definitely make a great, change that it's many people who are going to benefit, not only us as a family, but a lot of the community. Thank you once again for this wonderful, blessing that you have given us tonight. It's a great news, and my wife is just, jumping in the bedroom. So I really appreciate.
Thank you so much for letting us be a part of this. Go ahead, Kelly.
It's been fun.
Yeah.